Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Michaela if you're new here, and thank you so much for stopping by. So in today's video, we are going to be doing a super fall grungy smoky eye look tutorial. This is probably my favorite look to do this time of year. It's super easy to do. I love the tones, I love the browns, I love this whole vibe that's going on right now. Like, can we say fall? And yeah, this is, like I said, one of my favorite looks to do. It's super easy. You're literally just blending out eyeshadow. There's no precision to it. You can wear this with lashes, without lashes. So this video is going to be super chill. I decided I just wanted to kind of sit down and play with some makeup. I was actually watching Friends the whole time while I was doing this, so this video is going to be a voiceover. So yeah, be sure to hit the subscribe button if this is your guys' kind of thing. Leave a comment down below, give this video a thumbs up, and yeah, let's get to it.
Okay, so before I start the makeup portion of this video, I wanted to make sure I had a clean face. So whenever you are applying makeup, make sure your face is clean and moisturized. After that, I'm just pinning my hair back with a couple of clips to get my hair out of my face because nothing drives me more crazy than having hair in my face. I don't know how people do it with their hair down like completely. Like I gotta have it all like pulled back out of my face. So to start things off, I'm actually gonna be going in with my NYX Micro Brow Pencil. This is in the shade Taupe, and I'm just gonna be lightly filling in my brows. I am gonna be doing this obviously first. Usually I kind of do this after towards the end of my makeup tutorial, but since I am going to be doing more of a smokier eye, I really wanted to fill out my brow, shape them, just because I feel like the brows are kind of like, is it like the brows are the windows to your face or something like that? I don't know. But I want to have my brows done and shaped so that way they kind of help guide my eyeshadow and how I want it to look. So I'm just lightly cleaning them up with some concealer on the tops and bottoms and just making sure that they are all nice and good looking. And then I will move on to my eyes. I'm just using the same concealer. I believe this is my Maybelline. Wow, I cannot talk. By the way, I'm using a new mic, so hopefully this sounds okay. Let me know if it sounds horrible because, yes, I love feedback. Anyways, using my concealer for an eye primer, and then I'm going to be going in with the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette. This is her OG palette, and I'm going in with the shade MFEO, is a transition shade, using a super fluffy blending brush. And then next I'm going to be going in with the shade Pooter, and I'm going to be using the same fluffy blending brush and going back and forth in my crease and then kind of bringing it down onto my lid. I really just want to deepen up the crease and really create that depth and dimension before we go in with any darker shades. And so just going back and forth in windshield wiper motions and then blending it out on the edges just to make sure everything is blown out and diffused with no harsh lines. Okay, so this is the fun part because you can be messy and it really doesn't matter. So I took a brown eyeliner pencil. Any type of eyeliner pencil is fine. And I'm literally just smudging this across my lash line. I'm making like a thick smudge, like liner across my lash line. It does not have to be precise at all. And then I'm taking a precision brush and just smudging that all over and kind of smudging it up onto my lid, as you can see. I'm about like halfway up, but I'm literally just going to be, running that across my lid, smudging it, making a mess. And this is going to really help for when I pack on a shadow because it's really just going to make the eyeshadow just a lot more deep and defined. You can also do this if you're doing a black smoky eye and using like a black eyeliner or like a gel eyeliner. That works really well too. So now I'm just packing on the shade Central Park from the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette. This is just a deep, rich brown shade, and I'm packing it all over my lid. And then I'm going to be going in with a fluffy blending brush and blending out the edges and then packing it on, blending it out, and I'm pretty much just going to go back and forth until I reach the depth and dimension that I want, until I feel like it's dark enough. And I went back a few times doing this back and forth just because when you do blend, as you can see, kind of the edges start to fade, and you want to make sure that there's enough pigment on your eyes just so it looks nicely and it blends into those transition shades. So like I said, going back and forth. And now I'm going to be going in with lashes. I used the Ardell Demi Wispies, and I basically did the same technique that I did in my last makeup tutorial, which was my get ready with me to pick up my hubby from coming home from deployment. I recorded doing my makeup and I kind of basically clipped my lashes in half so they were kind of put on the outside of my eyes, if it makes sense. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, go back to my last video of me getting ready and I kind of explained it better, to be honest. But now I'm going to be going in with a primer. This is the e.l.f. Putty Poreless Primer. Just taking my Real Techniques blending sponge and pressing that into my skin just so I can have smooth pores. Smooth pores? No pores. How about no pores? And for foundation, I'm going to be going in with the L'Oreal Infallible. I think it's a 24-hour wear foundation, the newer foundation that they had recently came out with. I'm giving this another try. Honestly, this foundation has not been my favorite at all. I feel like it just does not stick to my face very well, and I've really struggled with it, but I really like the finish of it, so I keep going back to it and trying to give it a try. So I'm giving it a try again. I honestly, as I'm recording this voiceover, I still have it on my face right now because I filmed this earlier in the day, and it's staying on pretty well. So I don't know if I'm doing a different technique. I don't know if I just used a ton of setting spray and that's why. But I'm giving it another try and I'll let you guys know maybe in a later video if I like it or not. So yeah, I basically just went in with a buffing brush and now I'm going to be smoothing out everything with my blending sponge. That's generally the technique that I like to use whenever I am applying foundation. And then next for concealer, I'm going to be going in with the Maybelline Fit Me concealer. I believe this is in the shade 10, and I really like this concealer. I go back and forth between this one and the CoverGirl Clean Skin Milk Clean Fresh, something like that. That their new concealer that they have, that one is a super light coverage. This one is like more of a medium coverage, I would say. It's definitely nothing like Tarte Shape Tape or anything like that, which I personally do not like super full coverage concealer. That is not my thing at all. I feel cakey, and honestly, I haven't been wearing a whole lot of makeup as it is. So even putting like on all this foundation and concealer, I felt like major cake face. I went into my bathroom afterwards and I looked at myself and it didn't look bad. It just felt like I had a lot on because I'm used to just not wearing any foundation. I don't go anywhere, and living in Texas, it's just super humid. And so I don't like the feeling of having a lot of stuff on my face anyways. So now that it's finally cooling down here, I've been wanting to wear, I guess, more of a fuller coverage foundation. I'm more of a medium coverage foundation type of person, but I'm just not used to it at all. So now I'm just setting my under eyes, my whole face basically. I'm going in with my CoverGirl Advanced Radiance Pressed Powder, and I'm using my e.l.f. brush just to put it under my eyes, T-zone area, and then using a fluffier blending brush. And wow, can I just say, this camera picks up all the powder that is flying everywhere. I looked down at my shirt later and it was like covered in this setting powder, which I don't know why I don't realize it when I'm filming, but there's a lot of stuff flying through the air, people. Okay, so once I finished setting my face with powder, I went through with my Morphe Continuous Setting Mist and spritzed my whole entire face, and then I took my Real Techniques blending sponge and just pressed that all into my skin, and that is my personal little trick that I like to use in between using like my bronzer and contour shades, because I feel like that really kind of helps remove that powdery look on my face and just kind of makes it look a little bit more skin-like and just helps my foundation just set better. And so now I'm just lining my waterline with that same brown eyeliner that I used on my eyelid and setting it with a dark brown eyeshadow, that Central Park eyeshadow, and then just smudging that out with my two transition shades that I used earlier, and then connecting it to the outer portion of my eye so that everything is just like connected and smooth and seamless. Popping on some mascara with my lower lashes. This is my L'Oreal Voluminous Mascara, my favorite drugstore mascara of all time. And now we are going to be bronzing. I am going in with my tried and true butter bronzer on this Morphe bronzing brush and just bronzing my whole entire face, shading all areas of my face because your girl got a big forehead and she's got to create an illusion that it's not that big, you know? And then next to contour, I'm actually going in with a pressed powder. This is not a contour shade at all. I'm just using a darker shade of pressed powder. I believe this is the Maybelline Fit Me pressed powder. And I love it. I love using the pressed powder as a contour shade. And this is just a Morphe contouring brush. I don't know the name of it. I'm so sorry. I can leave it linked down below though if you guys liked. I always forget to actually link my makeup down below. Maybe I should start doing that. Let me know if you guys want to know like the exact things that I used, and I can definitely do that. So yeah, I'm just contouring all areas of my face, pretty much where I bronzed, and then contouring my nose as well. And then I'm going to be doing a little baking. I haven't done that in a while. I'm not using any loose powder. I'm just using the pressed powder that I use to set my face. Just doing a light bake. We don't need to go ham with the powder again because we already did, as you can see. And now I'm just going to be going in with my Honest Beauty blush. This is their cream blush, and this has become hands down my favorite blush that I have ever used. This is in the shade Rose Pink. It's beautiful, and you can put it on top of a powder because it almost like it sets like a kind of like a creamed powder finish. So if you guys haven't tried it, highly recommend it. It is a really beautiful product to use. And then for highlighter, did you guys guess it? Did you guess it? You're right. It is the Jaclyn Hill Loose Highlighter in the shade Brighten Up. Y'all already know it is my favorite. It is perfect. It is beautiful, light enough that it's just a nice little glow. I don't look like a disco ball, and I just feel awesome when I wear it. It's my favorite highlighter. And then lastly, to highlight my brow bone and inner corner tear duct areas, I'm just going back in with the Jaclyn Hill palette in the shade and light and just using a little precision brush and just popping it on the inner corner brow bone. And now we're going to be moving on to my lips. At first, I couldn't decide if I wanted to do a lighter lip or a darker lip. I kind of wanted to do like a darker lip at first, but then I was like, you know what? Let me do a nude lip. So I'm going in with one of my favorite kind of nude brownish shades. This is from Maybelline, I believe, and this is in the shade 650 Nude Embrace. It's a matte lipstick, just like a super pale brown matte, and I am using the lip liner. This is from Maybelline Color Sensational as well, in the shade 105 Nude Whisper. And like I said, it's just a really pale brown shade that just like goes with kind of any look that I generally do. And lastly, I'm just going to be setting my brows, setting my face, and y'all, that is the look. Like I said, I love this look. It's one of my favorite fall go-to, just like grungy seasonal looks. It's really easy to do, flattering on a lot of people, and makes your eye color pop really well. So yeah, that is the look. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below. Let me know you stopped by. Give this video a thumbs up, and I will see y'all in my next one. Bye guys.